I was born and grew up in a small village in PEI called Albany, and got my early education there, and then came here to St. Dunstan's High School first, and then St. Dunstan's University. As I mentioned, then went on, when I graduated at the recommendation of the dean, that I went on to graduate school at Queen's. And when I graduated from Queen's, I joined a multinational organization and worked in Nova Scotia and Toronto, Thunder Bay, Windsor, and I spent 5 or 6 years with them, and then made my way back to Prince Edward Island after that. And so I was approached by some of the faculty from the School of Business to see if I'd be interested in teaching on a sessional basis. So I agreed to do that, and that's how I got started at UPEI. Well, when I was with the Civil Service Commission, I used to interview an awful lot of graduates from UPEI. They would come in looking for a job, and one of the things that I noticed on their resumes or applications, they had very limited business experience. They took jobs wherever they could get jobs to make money. But then I was also getting a lot of applications from students from other universities such as Dal and Mount St. Vincent and others. And I noticed that they had a lot of experience on their resumes. And when I looked at more carefully, I saw they were participating in co-op education programs. So they were coming out with their degree, but also probably at least 1 year's equivalent work experience. So they had an advantage over our local grads. So I used to start, I guess, bellyaching or complaining to the School of Business out here and saying, why aren't you providing this service to your students? They need it. And so anyway, when I subsequently joined the faculty on a full-time basis, the dean said to me, you've been talking about this long enough. If you are still interested, you do it. So you start a co-op program. So that was it back in 1996, I guess, yeah. Well, of course, I'm honored to be recognized. I think there's been a lot of people who have contributed a lot to this university over the years, and a lot of founders in that sense. So I'm quite honored, quite pleased to receive this.